Okay, now we're in the book of Obadiah. Now, Obadiah, he was a prophet. There's actually kind of a controversy about Obadiah because there's two Obadiahs that prophesied. And they're really not sure of the dates that it was written in. But he is a prophet prophesying about Edom. Now, Edom is the remnant, or descendant rather, of Esau, Jacob's twin brother. So this is Obadiah and about the Edom's future, which Edom was overtaken a couple of times, by certain kingdoms and stuff at war and everything. But it has a future ending of the people of Edom, or the country rather of Edom. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. They prevailed against thee, that they eat thy bread, and have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of Mount Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the Mount Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For by violence against thy brother Jacob shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So when Esau or Edom's relationship with Israel, when they was in the wilderness, they wouldn't let them pass through their land. They came after them with a sword and wanted to kill them. And this is another thing they did to him. He says, in that day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and his foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them. But thou shouldest have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. So, whenever the Babylonians took over Jerusalem, the people of Edom was happy, and they was glad. He says, thou shouldest have not entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest have not looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the Mount Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines. And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in the shepherd, or Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. And saviors shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. And that is Obadiah. So basically, the people of Edom are going to have some troubles, but in the end, God's going to possess that kingdom as well as all the other kingdoms of the world. He'll be the mighty king, and he'll rule with justice and truth, and the government will be upon his shoulders. So that is Obadiah, and that was a short chapter. It ain't but one chapter, but it's concerning Edom and stuff. And like I say, when you're reading this, you kind of get a glimpse of what the future holds. But at the same time, we don't really have a clear picture because, like I said, it's things that's never been seen since there was a nation, and things that should never happen again after it. So, we can't comprehend but so much of what the future holds. But just know, in the end, everything is the Lord's, and He'll possess it, and it'll be His. And that is Obadiah.